What's up, everybody? Today, I want to talk about 3 things you can do to build confidence. Confidence is important. The way you carry yourself, the way that you speak, everything that you do exuberates confidence or insecurities. Nobody wants to be insecure. It's not a good look. When your posture is slumped over, you take the posture of a shrimp, you're not going to get a lot done. You've got to command. Pull your shoulder blades back, drop them down, move a little bit when you talk, keep someone's attention. These are all little things that people do that generate confidence. It's so important. I can't tell you enough how important it is to be confident. But one mistake I notice is young people are very insecure. They stay turtled up in themselves. They don't make eye contact, even if they have the knowledge. So let's cover number 1. Step number 1 is always think positively. Be positive. Think positive about yourself. Now, this can become very self-help, very woo-woo-ish, if you will. It can become very The Secret, the book The Secret. But you control your life, and that's not a joke. That's not woo-woo. It's important for you to know that. As a child, I would often say, I'm stupid, or man, I'm an idiot. I would say things when I made a mistake. My mother would tell me, be careful, you hear yourself. You can hear yourself. That was a frightening realization for me because she told me, when you hear yourself, you start to believe it. And I understood that from a young age because of the negative talk I had, because of what I was doing to myself. I realized maybe the power of the mind isn't a joke. And my mother was very educated, very successful. I took everything she said to heart, not with a grain of sand. I learned really, really early that we had to think positively about ourselves. Make sure you're thinking, actively think positive. You have to put those positive thoughts in your head. There's no time to be cynical to build confidence. Tip number 2. This one may seem like a no-brainer. You have to eat well and exercise. Remember, you are what you eat. And if you eat well, you perform well. When you perform well, it gives you confidence. Remember that. Exercise is taking care of your body properly, which is the most important thing you can do. This is our vessel. You must take that serious. It's extremely important. Eat right and exercise. It's super important, much more important than you think it is. Now, am I asking you to become a professional bodybuilder? No. Am I telling you to pick up CrossFit competitively? No. Am I asking you to put 2 hours a day in at the gym? No. I'm asking you to walk 20 minutes a day. No distractions. Maybe your dog. That'd be cool. If you got a dog, walk your dog. Take your earpieces out. Don't have music blasting. Don't have any of that going. Just walk. In the beginning, let it be the sound of your feet, the only thing that you hear, and then let your imagination take over. Get lost in thought while you're active. Okay? That's all I'm asking you to do. By exercise, I just mean active. Be active. Get your blood moving. Get everything circulating. And remember, eating well really, it's like 80% of it, right? 70 or 80% of it. You are what you eat. Don't put trash in your body. Look, it's the hardest thing for me. It is the toughest thing for me. I'm 36 years old. I absolutely love McDonald's. It's a struggle of mine. but it's something that I'm trying to get a hold of, something that I'm trying to conquer. Also, overcoming a food addiction, overcoming fast food, overcoming the super sedentary life builds confidence because it builds momentum to building a better life. You're actively pursuing something to better yourself. Once you start making those decisions, you walked 20 minutes today. You're more confident that you can walk 20 minutes tomorrow. You ate healthy today. That gives you more confidence that you can eat better tomorrow. It's extremely important to keep these little goals and remind yourself when you make those little goals and you achieve them, some sort of reward system in your mind, whatever reward you may have set up for yourself. But little victories add up into giant victories overall on the grand scheme of things. Keep that in mind. Step number 3. So, step number 3 is kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is the hardest one. Take risks. Take risk. It's difficult. Fear holds us back. Fear is what creates insecurities. You have to overcome fear and take the risks. Far too often do we get all the information, plan it out verbally, plan it out in writing, and still never take the step. You haven't started your business because fear, insecure about it. That's why you're not progressing. You have to take those risks. Some of you are sitting on wonderful ideas that you've been sitting on for quite some time, yet won't pull the trigger because you don't feel that you're ready to yet. You have to take the risk. At some point, you're ready. You know that you're ready. No one is more qualified or more ready than you. Take the risk. Life is awful. Imagine being on your deathbed at 90-something years old and saying, I wish I would have X, Y, or Z. I wish I would have, I don't know, started a business, but taken the chance. Take that risk. You must overcome. You must take risks. Is everything going to work for you? No. Google how many businesses the average entrepreneur had to start before one stuck. Man, you're taking spaghetti and throwing it at the wall, and eventually something's going to stick, and you build momentum from that. You have to take risks. Anything worth doing is difficult. The reward will pay off, but you must take the risk. The most important thing I can give you, the best piece of advice that I can give you is get the knowledge, then get out of your own way. That's powerful. Think about that. Let that statement sink in for a moment. Get the knowledge, then get out of your own way. You're ready to do it, whatever it is. Maybe you do want to do a fitness show. Maybe you do want to be a bodybuilder. You've got the perfect body, you've got the perfect physique. Fear stopping you, keeping you insecure. You must get the knowledge, get out there, get out of your own way. Maybe you're wanting to start a business. Your business plan is wrote. Your credit is where it needs to be. You have, cash in the bank ready to start this business. But for the last 3 years, you keep talking about when you do it. Take the risk now. Get the knowledge and get out of your own way. It's kind of a bonus for you. You have to know, to be more confident, you have to know the value that you bring. Sounds egotistical. It sounds, I don't know, cocky, conceited, arrogant, narcissistic. But you must know what you bring. Know your value. There is no one else in this world that can be you besides you. And you have to know that. You have to start living every single day like there's no better you, and you bring a value, whatever it may be. Maybe you're a human calculator. My grandfather had a gift. You could just start shouting out numbers to him to add, subtract, divide, or multiply, and he could give you answers. How? I have no idea. He said in his head, he would see a chalkboard or a blackboard right when you start talking, and the numbers you would say would just pop up on the board, and the answer would already be there. So as you say this, you say this, you say however to come up with, and there was the answer. It was just there. He had that gift. No one else in my circle of friends could do that. That was his value. You know your value. If you don't know your value, ask 10 people. Ask your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, your former school teachers, your boss, your coworkers. There's people that you can ask. Yeah, it's going to sound embarrassing at first, but be confident with the ask. What makes me me? What is my strong suit? Where is my value to whatever it might be? To this project, to this friendship, to this relationship, to being your son, to being your daughter, to being whatever it might be. Find your value and know it, because only you can control what you bring to the table. You follow all 3 of those tips, I promise you, you will live a more confident life. If you like these videos, I will keep coming up with more ways to be confident and giving more life advice from things I've experienced. I'm 36. To a lot of you, I'm old, and I got some life experience with some advice that I enjoy sharing with you guys. And someday my children will watch this, and I hope I can share knowledge to them. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and leave me a like. Drop a comment too if you want.